Namaste. Welcome to our channel. Today, we are starting the 6th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita, called Atma Sanyam Yoga, which means the path of self-control and discipline. Before we begin, please subscribe to our channel so you can stay connected with future chapters and divine knowledge. In this chapter, Lord Krishna explains the deep meaning of meditation yoga to Arjuna. He says that a true yogi is someone who neither runs away from duties nor gets too attached to them. Instead, a yogi controls the mind, senses, and thoughts, and stays focused on the Supreme. Lord Krishna also says that a yogi who meditates sees everything equally, whether it's a friend or enemy, happiness or sorrow, respect or insult. The yogi who practices regularly and stays detached from worldly things can keep the mind fixed on God, and in the end, reaches the highest peace, the peace of the Supreme. Since both Karma Yoga, path of action, and Sankhya Yoga, path of knowledge, are useful spiritual methods, this 6th chapter gives a deep and complete explanation of Dhyana Yoga, the yoga of meditation. In this path, it is essential to control the body, senses, mind, and intellect. All these, body, senses, mind, and intellect, are referred to as the self, Atma, and this chapter focuses on mastering them. That's why this chapter is called Atma Sanyam Yoga, or the yoga of self-control. Context. Now begins the detailed explanation of meditation yoga. But first, Lord Krishna praises Karma Yoga to encourage Arjuna to follow the path of selfless action with devotion. Teachings of Lord Krishna. One who performs their duties without seeking the results is truly a sannyasi, renunciate, and a yogi, one united with the divine. Not merely giving up fire rituals or physical actions makes one a sannyasi or yogi. O Arjuna, know that true renunciation and true yoga are the same. No one can become a yogi without giving up selfish desires and personal goals. For someone who wants to reach yoga, selfless action is the first step. Once one is firmly established in yoga, giving up all desires and intentions becomes the path to peace. A person is said to be truly established in yoga when they are detached from both sense pleasures and selfish actions. One must uplift themselves by their own efforts and never let themselves fall. Because your mind can be your best friend or your worst enemy. If a person has mastered their mind and senses, then that person becomes their own best friend. But if one hasn't, then that same mind can act like an enemy. The one who remains calm in cold and heat, joy and sorrow, honor and insult, and stays centered within, such a person has truly realized the divine. Because in their knowledge, there is nothing beyond God. A yogi whose inner self is content with knowledge and wisdom, whose mind is steady and pure, and who sees gold, stone, and clay as equal, is truly united with God. One who treats friends, enemies, strangers, relatives, the virtuous, and the wicked equally. That person is considered the highest yogi. A true yogi lives in solitude, has control over the mind and senses, desires nothing, collects nothing, and constantly focuses their mind on the Supreme. They should prepare a clean seat on level ground with grass, deerskin, and cloth, not too high and not too low, sitting on it with their body, head, and neck in a straight line and steady. They should fix their gaze on the tip of the nose without looking around. With a calm heart, free from fear, following celibacy and self-control. They should focus the mind on me, making me their only goal. Such a yogi with a disciplined mind, focusing always on me, reaches ultimate peace, the highest bliss that resides in me. O Arjuna, this yoga is not for one who eats too much or too little, or who sleeps too much or stays awake constantly. Yoga that ends suffering works best for those who eat, sleep, and act in balance and moderation. When the mind is fully controlled and rests only in God, such a person is said to be united in yoga and free from worldly desires. Like a steady flame in a windless place is the example of a yogi whose mind is calm and absorbed in meditation on God. When, through constant practice, the mind becomes still, and through pure intellect, the yogi directly experiences the divine and is content in the bliss of God. In that state, the yogi experiences a joy beyond the senses, grasped only by a pure, subtle intellect, and never moves away from that experience of the divine. After gaining this union with God, there is nothing higher, and once established in this state, even great sorrow cannot disturb the yogi. This union with God, called yoga, frees us from suffering and should be practiced with firm resolve, patience, and faith. One must completely give up all selfish desires born of imagination and control the senses from all sides through the mind. Step by step, with patience, one should bring the mind to stillness and fix it only on God, thinking of nothing else. Whenever the mind wanders toward sense pleasures, one should gently bring it back and refocus on the divine. When the mind becomes calm, pure, and free of passion, the yogi becomes one with the blissful supreme and experiences great joy. Such a yogi, constantly united with the supreme, feels peace and eternal happiness within. A yogi who sees all beings with equal vision and sees the self in all beings and all beings in the self is truly united with the divine. Whoever sees me, Vasudev, in all beings and all beings in me. For such a person, I am never lost, and they are never lost to me. Krishna said, the yogi who sees me, the eternal supreme, Satanan Vathav, present in all beings and worships me with oneness of heart. Such a yogi, even while living and acting in this world, truly lives in me. O Arjuna, the yogi who treats all beings equally, whether in happiness or sorrow, and sees others as himself, is considered the highest and most perfect yogi. Arjuna said, O Mauna, Krishna, the yoga of equality which you've explained, I find it hard to practice consistently because the mind is so restless. O Krishna, the mind is very unsteady, powerful, and stubborn. I feel it is harder to control than the wind itself. Krishna replied, Yes, O my tamed Arjuna, the mind is indeed restless and difficult to control. But, O son of Kunti, it can be brought under control through constant practice and detachment. For one whose mind is uncontrolled, yoga is hard to attain. But for the self-disciplined person who strives sincerely, yoga is within reach. This is my opinion. Arjuna asked, O Krishna, what happens to a sincere seeker who starts on the path of yoga? but loses control and fails to reach perfection. What is his destiny? Does such a person, who is distracted at the end and has no firm foundation, get lost like a cloud scattered in the sky, having no place in this world or the next? Please remove this doubt completely, O Krishna. Only you can answer it. No one else can resolve this confusion. Krishna answered, O Arjuna, such a person is never destroyed, neither in this world nor in the next. Anyone who sincerely strives for God realization is never lost or ruined. That person, after death, reaches the higher worlds of the virtuous and lives there for many years. Then, he is reborn in a pure and prosperous family on earth. Or, if he had strong detachment, he may be born in the family of wise yogis. But such a birth is extremely rare and special. From that birth, he naturally regains the spiritual impressions, sanskaras, of his past life. And with that influence, he strives even more to reach the ultimate goal, union with the divine. Even without effort, he is drawn toward God due to the power of his previous practices. Such a yogi, with genuine curiosity, rises above ritualistic actions and seeks true realization. But the one who continues with deep effort and devotion, guided by wisdom from many lifetimes, becomes purified of all sins, and quickly reaches the highest destination, liberation. Such a yogi is greater than those who only perform rituals, greater than those who study scriptures, and greater than those who perform selfish actions. Therefore, O Arjuna, become a yogi among all yogis, the one who has full faith and worships me with inner devotion, who always thinks of me. That yogi is the highest of all, and dearest to me. Thus ends the 6th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita, titled Atma Sanyam Yoga, the Yoga of Self-Control. From the sacred conversation between Sri Krishna and Arjuna, in the Bhagavad Gita, the essence of Brahma Vidya and Yoga Shastra. With this, we conclude Chapter 6 on Yoga, the Yoga of Self-Control. We hope this chapter has helped you gain a deeper understanding of meditation, self-discipline, and the path of oneness between the soul and the Supreme. To listen to more chapters of the Bhagavad Gita, do explore the playlist on our channel and continue your journey of spiritual wisdom. For more enlightening and devotional content like this, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Thank you for joining us. Hare Krishna.